Surgical robots are starting to become commonplace, and everyday new procedures are being accomplished robotically.
Brittany Moore shares one woman's story of being the first patient in Kansas to have a special type of colon surgery done by a robot.
It's been tough. I have a fairly, demanding job, so always worrying about if I'm going to have another episode and trying to balance that with my work life. I'm also married, and we now have 4 children.
Libby was diagnosed with diverticulitis, when small pouches or sacs form and push outward through weak spots in the colon.
The symptoms that I had were just very severe lower abdominal pain, and I was actually hospitalized for a week.
After years of severe episodes, Libby decided it was time to make a change.
Based upon that, had recommendations for surgery to remove that part of the colon that was diseased.
She was admitted as a patient, but her surgery wasn't your typical under-the-knife experience. Her procedure was done by a robot.
Different instrumentations are placed through ports in the patient. Me, the surgeon, am controlling the precise movements of the instrumentations through this console, and the precision that the robot allows, the fine motor manipulation of the instrument is greater than the human hand, and it's amazing technology.
Dr. Lanceville was able to use the Da Vinci robot to remove the diseased portion of her colon through a natural opening in her body. This allowed her to avoid a major incision.
When I came out of surgery, I was told that the robot was so precise that they didn't even have to make that large lower incision.
What she thought would be a week-long stay easily turned into just a few days. Now, over 3 months later, Libby says she feels great, living without abdominal pain, and today she hopes her success will help change more lives.
We all know about the dangers of drunk driving, but poor sleep can also affect on-the-road safety. Researchers in Australia found alcohol levels within the legal limits for driving, combined with sleep deprivation, leads to drowsiness and lapses in attention. Their study showed drivers were most impaired 30 to 60 minutes after their alcohol levels peaked, and the effects lasted between 2 and 3 hours. Experts say it's especially important that sleep-deprived people do not get behind the wheel after drinking, even if their blood alcohol content is lower than required by law.
Later in sports, the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks look to extend their winning streak to 6 games. Alex Egan is here with tonight's highlights.
And Amazon is doing what Amazon is doing to make sure you have more to choose from and better delivery service.